YouTube, what's up? This is Dre. I wanted to give you an update. Last week I told you guys that I was headed to Iowa for my job. I went, I'm back. Thank God I'm back. Had a hell of a flight yesterday. Left Iowa City yesterday at, what was it, 7 o'clock a.m. Flight went to Dallas, left Dallas, tried to get into Gulfport. You know, we had that big weather system. Turned out okay. Then the plane got struck by lightning. So we ended up in Lafayette, Louisiana instead. Sat there for 5 hours. And then I didn't fly home last night until about 11 o'clock. But that's okay. I mean, I thank God that I made it, you know. That's all I can say about that. Anyway, while I was in Iowa, I did 3 presentations at Regina High School. Left there, was supposed to do a presentation on Friday with the University of Iowa. Didn't get that chance, but I did speak to high school, junior high, and elementary kids to encourage them to get into marine science. And it also looked well, you know, for an African American man from South Mississippi to have that chance to talk to people in a landlocked area that's not able to see the sea as much as I am. Anyway, just wanted to give you an update about my trip. You remember I told you that I was going to see what I could eat and what I couldn't. I didn't mean to progress as much as I did, but I did. I ate quite a bit. Not quite a bit, I guess you can say. I ate some things that I thought might have been part of the progression process. And so I don't know that I moved too fast. I think I moved just right. I think I was supposed to move, I'm looking at the calendar right now, into soft foods on the 10th. And so I flew out on the 11th. That day I tried some guacamole. It was good. Didn't have any problems. Went down good. Over the next couple of days while I was there, I bought some Premier protein so that I could be still taking my protein while I was traveling. So then that Thursday night, I had a meatball. We went to a distillery, whiskey distillery, in order to eat. So I got a meatball. Meatball was good. I ate one. Mind you, the meatballs were about 2 inches, I guess, around. So I tried those, did well. Put another one on my plate. Thought that I could eat it. Eyes, of course, much larger than my stomach. Looked at that second meatball as it sat there, and I looked at it. It started to grow. Didn't want it to grow. I just wanted to taste it again because it was good. After weeks of not having any meat, you know, and for the most part, and then being able to eat something as moist as a meatball and as good as a meatball, I was good with it. So I ate the one. I was satisfied. Left the other one on my plate, and my boy took it home with him. And so then on the last night that I was there, I tried some sashimi and a little piece of sushi. I was able to eat it. Now, the sashimi was good. Now, me trying to eat the fish and the rice on the little piece of roll that I had, sushi roll that I had, didn't do too well. It went down good. It was just the fact that I think it may have been too much. And one thing I've learned, and I knew this from Lapband, was textures don't mix a lot of times. So I know that in this phase, you know, not to mix textures. And I know I had rice a little bit early. That's one thing that I can say that my wife brought up to me, because I had the question, you know, should I actually tell you guys that I actually ate something outside of my progression? And in talking to her, she told me, she said, you know, she said, the thing about doing a YouTube video and the thing about having the progression process is for you to progress and then be able to tell about it and be truthful about it. So that's what I'm trying to do with you guys. I'm trying to, you know, I want to tell you the truth. I want to tell you the ins and outs, the goods, the bads, all the things that I tried that may be wrong or that may be right. I'm not trying to sugarcoat it. I'm not trying to tell you what the doctor told me or didn't tell me. We all go through the same thing and have the same progression process. Therefore, I want to be real. I don't want to, fake it with you, fake the funk, and tell you, oh, well, I've been doing liquids all along. I haven't been put in any situations or what. And I'm not knocking anybody else. We do what we do. I just have situations in my life where I'm presented with food items that aren't on, or I can't find the foods that I'm supposed to have, so I have to make do. And I'm not going to starve myself, I can tell you that. And so if I can move forward, I'm going to. Now, mind you, I was 230 in the beginning. I am now at 210. I've been 210 for a couple of days. I'm going to tomorrow, once I get back on my workout routine from this trip, I'm going to push it again. I'm going to get back on my liquids. I'm going to do my proteins. And I was doing them right there. But now I know, what I can and can't do. Anyway, I arrived back yesterday, as I said, last night. This is day 19 for me, and so almost 3 weeks. Tuesday will be 3 weeks, and I'm sure I'll give another video at that point. It has been awesome, actually. I feel so much better than I did with the Lapband. I never knew the problems that I was having. I thought that all was well. I thought that I was doing great with my Lapband, but I knew that I had some pains, but I always attributed that, as I said earlier, or better yet in my last video, to acid reflux and not to the fact that that my Lapband may have been the problem. Until I went to the doctor and he told me that what I was dealing with was one of the symptoms of Lapband failing my body. Therefore, when he did the surgery, I thought that I would still be doing my my same routine, of having to take my medication, my pantoprazole, daily, and I do. I've forgotten for the past couple of days, and I haven't had any problems. Thank God, I haven't had any problems at all. And so I'm sorry, I was looking at the top of my my screen. CNN came over with an update, so I was trying to see what that was. Anyway, since I've been gone, my wife had ordered. I told you that we both have had sleeve now, and she wanted to try some new vitamins that were recommended by Fighting for 100, Matt. I want to give him a shout out. Don't know him really. I just watched his videos in preparation for my surgery and to get me up to date and to see what his process was. Anyway, so I wanted to show you the different vitamins that we are using now. And so I'm going to pick them up one by one and show you what we're taking. They're berry melts. Now, we'll tell you the multivitamin berry melt is awesome. You take 2 a day. Those 2 vitamins taste like a Smartie. They are actually awesome. They're very good vitamin. I hadn't tried any of the rest of them. I hope to get on that routine tomorrow. I've got to do a little bit of reading because I think it said that I can't take the multivitamin and the other vitamins along with the iron, maybe. I think it's the iron. Anyway, so here is the calcium berry melts. Here are the multivitamins. We are supposed to take 2. Here are the iron and vitamin C. Here are the biotin and B12 lastly. So I'm trying to get used. I will be trying to get used to all of these tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to get on a new workout regime. I have had a Planet Fitness membership for a year, and I haven't moved forward with it. As a matter of fact, I've only gone in there to sign up, and it's been a year. So tomorrow I'm going to take advantage of it. I think I have a week and a half before I leave to go offshore with my job, and so I hope to do it before I leave, and then after I come back, I'll be back in about 15 days after that. And so for that month, I'm hoping that I'm back. I'd like to really start to tone up a little bit. I'm at a standstill. Um, I think tomorrow I'm gonna get into go back into my proteins really heavily. Try to leave the foods alone for a minute or restrict myself just a little bit. Now I do feel restriction. You know, I had told you guys the first 3 videos that I made that I wasn't able to. I don't feel restriction with water or anything to drink, but I do feel restriction with food. And so I do know that I'm not able to eat the amount of food that my eyes see and would like to put on my plate. One thing that I've learned with this surgery is about textures. And as I told you before, um, um, textures aren't good for you sometimes. For me, they're not. I told you I ate that piece of sushi. Of course, it had rice with it. Not a good option. The sashimi was very, very good, but dealing with the sushi, I know not to try that right now. And that's what this is about. It's about trial and error. You know, you want to move forward. You want to. I experience hunger. I did talk to my doctor, and he told me, you know, that if I think that I can eat a little bit more, you know, do, but then don't hurt yourself in doing it. And so know what your limits are. And so that's exactly what I'm trying to do. Other than that, YouTube, all has been well. You know, as I said, I'm at a standstill. I was at 230 at the beginning. Right now, I'm still at 210. I'm going to change all of that tomorrow to see what I can do. Part of the reason that I am having that problem, I mentioned this to you guys last time, was that I'm not using the bathroom as frequently as I think that I should. So because of that, I think that, well, I know that I've had to begin taking different types of supplements in order to go. And so hopefully that is what's going on with me. And so, but I'll let you guys know, you know, how things go. Maybe not that part of it, but let you guys know, you know, when I start to shift into losing weight. I'm not discouraged. I am encouraged. I'm encouraged with the fact that I can see the weight loss. I may not be losing pounds at this moment, but I can tell it in my clothes. I had a size 42 belt, and sorry, I almost dropped you. I tried it on today, wore some slacks to church, and went down to the last buckle. And so I'm going to have to buy a new belt. And so to me, that's success. And so as long as I can see a change and that I feel better, I did it for the great of it. And so I think I'm doing pretty well with it. And so, you know, I make these videos to encourage you, for you to encourage me. I ask you and beg of you to please comment. You know, if you have questions or concerns or encouragement, I'd like to hear from you. And so I'll see you guys on Tuesday when I make my 3-week update. Just wanted to give you an update on how things have been going over the weekend and for the past couple of days since I talked to you last. Anyway, have a great night. Talk to you later.